Good morning. Thank you for joining me. I say that every day because I'm thankful that you're here watching me and listening. You ever get doubts in your brain? I do. And when they come at me, it's rough. Last night I was waking up a few times, just thinking, is it worthwhile continuing this channel and doing videos? And it just played over my head like a broken record. Thinking like, are people actually gaining anything from my videos? Are people actually hearing what I'm saying? Are people actually enjoying what I'm reading and sharing? Things like this, the questions in my own brain. I don't know. It's God's message. That's all I can say. It's nothing of me. I could be like blank. The whole screen could be black and I could be speaking. It's not me. It's what's in me that speaks through me that counts. And the message that's given is given from the heart of God through His Spirit within. For me, it's something I love to do and I love to share. And this is why I'm here again today. I've been doing this for how long now? Over 4 years, going on 5 years, yes. I used to pay attention to the views. I still do to some degree. See who's watching. How many views do I get? It looks like I don't get very many views most of the time. And this, I guess, is what gives me the doubts in my brain, maybe. Thinking that, well, it's not going too far. It's not going anywhere. And how do we know? We don't know where God takes this message. We don't know where God puts it. We don't know who we're encouraging and building up in the body of Christ. None of us do. We put out the videos. Yeah, we can see 1 million views, whatever. The world gets 1 million views. You can look at all of us combined in the body of Christ who are doing videos. How many views? You can't even see 10,000 a day, probably. And that's nothing. That is absolutely nothing compared to the masses in the world. I watched Seth last night, and he brought up a good point. We are rare, and there's not many of us in the body of Christ, true members of the body of Christ, compared to the whole world right now living. There's not many members of the body of Christ living on this earth, and I believe that wholeheartedly. And we are getting less and less. And the reason being is because we're getting more and more in our expectation. We're not meant to be here. In the relative sense, yes, because it's an experience, right? We can't separate them, as Seth was saying. Absolute and relative, they go hand in hand. Just like good and evil was in the same tree, so is absolute and relative, because it's an important operation of God, what He's doing for the whole of creation. And it's the same lump of clay, all of us, the same lump of clay. Some are for honor and some are for dishonor. Simple, straightforward. So my torturing doubts and questionings about whether I should be sharing with you and doing that's just my own thinking. You can give me feedback. You can tell me whether I should be continuing to do videos and if it does help anybody. I do get comments, and I get wonderful comments. I just have to see those comments as positive, not negative. And all of them are positive in the respect of giving me courage to continue doing what I'm doing. And this is a buildup of the body and the encouragement that we all need. Of course, I try to encourage the body of Christ, and sometimes I just don't feel like I'm getting encouragement. Maybe. I have no idea what it is, but anyway, it was going around my head last night, and I don't know why. Are you qualified, Rob? Should you continue? Yeah, it's crazy stuff. Anyway, I'm not really reading today. I'm just thanking God for you all. I thank God for the grace of God, because without His grace, His overwhelming grace, through all of this, how could we even stand? It's just really rough sometimes. And I guess I've been working 7 days a week and just trying to survive, I guess. And it's just been playing on my head, I suppose. Just a lot of the pressure build up. It's like a pressure cooker sometimes that just wants to explode within. And it's rough. It's really rough. But I'm thanking God for you. I love you all. That's all I can say. Grace and peace.